Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Nisa. Hi, Ganesh. Good evening. So today was the day of Fed, and it played well into our expected lines. I would not say that it was well far off. We anticipated 25 basis point hike and no more hikes in the future, and that's what was conveyed from Fed. Hi, Balasab, Sat Sri Akal. And guys, I have planned on one thing. That I'll be sharing ES and NQ level every day for the public so that they can use it. But unless and until you guys show me a interest to learn or something, I'm only going to cover ES and NQ in the public, and I will cover rest of the session outside of the YouTube. Okay. So today I've shared the YouTube just because I have been doing this for so long. So I just set it up. But going forward, like from next week, if I see more and more people interested to learn, I'm more than happy to do the YouTube live every night. But if I do not see people are keen to learn, or if they are just kept mum, come here to just talk about their positions, then I'm only going to cover ES and NQ. Because if I don't see a good response from you to interact, to discuss, to share, then there's no point doing this exercise on the daily basis. Then ES and NQ levels are good enough. You can use it and then do whatever you want to do at your end. All right. For this week, I'm going to complete the normal process. All right. So, hi Nilash, hi Missy, hi Mitchell, Kamal, Vijay. So Mitchell, I only did one trade, and I did that trade when the market level broke 41.35, and that's it. And then it went on to make 41.10. I got out. After hours, what happened? The market went down to 40.75 and then bounced. That was expected because the sell-off was unnecessary. Everybody knows about PACW, and FMC is very clear that there's no big issue in the banking sector. So we should just move on from it. Yes, if it goes down, it goes down. Not a big deal. We already have seen like banks to go down, but nothing has happened. Hi Raj. Hi Srini. All right, guys. So let's start from ES, and right now like 4108, and Nasdaq is strong. Bitcoin is strong. So one thing you need to be clear, that if we trade with a bias and if we trade with a level, they are two different things. Like you can have a bias that market will go up, but where? What will be the level? Okay, so let's go back to the points which I posted yesterday. I'm going into my come on. Where is the level I posted? Yes, this is the. So this was our expectation, right? Number two came in 25 basis point hike and no more hikes. Then 41.45 acted as a resistance for some time, and 41.60 was the perfect resistance. So once we lost 41.45 area, that was the area to go short. And I clearly mentioned that we could hit 41.115, 40.95. And we did both of them. And break of 40.95, we almost came to 40.72. So all these levels were there. But if you had a bias to go long, you would have stuck. And I kept on mentioning in my Telegram community that avoid long, and avoid long. Now, once everything is clear, the banks have sold off. Now, the money is still there. That money needs to move, and that money will move into technology. So that's why I said at the end of the day, when the market was closing, and this is based on my observation, that whenever we see, let me go back to the normal candles here, that whenever I see the market closing low, the next day it opens up and then goes higher. You see, right here, it's low, closed at the day low, next day, bang up. Whenever it closed on the top, next days it goes down. Okay. So this is really, really interesting. And that's why I was holding back on going short on any of them. All right. So if you see 13,140, now it's 140. Yes, that's a 12 EMA. We're almost there. I will not be surprised if we see a massive push on the NQ tomorrow, especially Microsoft, Tesla, and what do you call Meta leading the way with Google and Amazon. Hi, Vani. So let's look at the scans. Let's look at inside day scans. So inside day we have Microsoft, Tesla, AVGO, Airbnb, Coin. I think if this market is doing bad, Coin and Mara are two possible setups which we can use. So Apple lost big. Airbnb is inside day. It's inside week already. Inside day. AMD got busted and it hurt me really, really badly. So I'm going to ignore that. We have Airbnb, JD Dash. I will include Coin instead of AMD. I'll jump onto Coin. Yes. And today, in one of the community members, I think Ram suggested regarding Adobe, and that Adobe trade was really amazing. He suggested around 365 and it went on to make 345. Anybody who would have taken it would have made really, really good money on that. Inside day, B is struggling. Tesla is inside day. Tesla was showing relative strength today. So there may be some possibility tomorrow on Tesla. Okay, let's look out for bullish candle patterns on daily basis. I don't know, whenever there's never anything coming out of it. On the bearish candles, none. Let's say 1234 on 30 minutes. Anything positive today? Oh, yes. The Chinese stocks, like two of them, they looked fine. JD and NEO. 34 by 12. Meta, MA, and HD. So I want to include, we have MA, BA Cat. I think the list is fine. If you have any ticker, just let me know at the end. So the list is all good. Let's look into our charts now. Let's start from ES. So ES today lost very important setup. It was right there, the long-term trend line which it was holding. It lost that 4169 area right there, lost the 12 EMA, which was 4145 during the day. Now it's 4135. Now this area was lost. Then the 34 EMA was also lost, which is 4140, and we almost came in near to 4072. Now I am not inclined to short unless we lose this or we are not able to break above 4135. So I want a back test of this area, 12 EMA, especially on ES. If we do a back test and fail, then yes, I will be inclined to short. But if it doesn't, then it will be a risky fail because it's like in between 20 points where you will short, right? So there's no clarity there. So also, if I convert this into Heikin Nishi candle, this is the first flat top. So the sentiment is now negative, but the strength is still neutral. You need to understand that, yes, we went down negative today, but was there a significant strength of that sell-off? The answer is no. You see, the MI is still 15. We are negative. So either we need to have sell-off once we lose 4072. If we do, then I think this will get stronger. And once we get this stronger, then the potential sell-off towards 399 or 4000 area will be pretty quick. But as of now, no. All right. And if you go to my market watch and look at ES, this is ES. Okay, this is the first down. 1234 is down. Daily today was the first half an hour. There are two high Nishi's, but on a 15-minute, we are trending positive. So overall trend is not so bad. Like everybody in the after hours was worried that yes, we might see some dramatical down move. As of now, I don't see that. Nasdaq is 0.25% up, and ES is almost flat. So ES is neutral in my opinion for now. My stop loss is on my chart, and right now I would only like to go long if I'm able to breach 4111, which is my 34 EMA. I have made lower lows and lower highs. So if you look at this is the high 1, 2, 3, 4. So we lost Fibonacci, we lost the long-term trend line, we lost 12 EMA, we lost 34 EMA. So now we need to find so that we can bounce from here. Okay, I'm just going to convert this into normal candle so that we can see the levels. So this was an evening star, which I discussed previously as well. The evening star came in perfectly and followed by a good sell-off. Okay, and now we are bouncing. So evening star followed by good sell-off. This was a starting point. So this 4085 is your trigger for going short. For long, you can try above 4115. Stop loss is 4105. Target is 4135. And if we break this, 4170. So here we have flat top on daily, loss of 12 and 34 EMA, loss of long-term trend line and channel. So these are all negatives. So I'm going to put all this into short areas. These are the negatives. Come on. Yes. What are the possible positive scenarios? Backtest 34 EMA, 12 EMA. So that is a rational. I'm going to give it 50% because market is really, really tight. On the short side, I would only start to sell if I lose 4095. If I lose 4095, that's my selling area. So it's right there. That was yesterday low. Right now we are bounced and we are holding above this. So if we lose that area, only then I'm going to go short, not immediately. So sell below 4095, stop loss is 4015. First target is 4072, which is this Fibonacci level. If we lose this, then I do not see any support whatsoever. We will have a very big fall of about 1.5% towards 3995. 3995. And people who remember 3995 is the main thing. Now, Rajiv is asking why backtest is important. Backtest is important so that the price action, which is right there, fulfill all the gaps. Because when we were falling very quickly. And the move was really quick. So if we do a backtest, and usually like once there is a move, if we do a backtest, that is considered as an important, it's a pattern. So it is considered as important because if you do a backtest and you're not able to cross that area, it means you don't have any more strength to go up from that level. So that is a perfect area to short. Similarly, if you go up and you come down and you do a back test, that's the perfect area to go long. So that's on ES. NQ. NQ didn't fall that much, but after hours with Apple news, I don't know what happened. It got really sold from 167 all the way to 163. Again, it's making lower highs and lower lows. So we have already seen a high of 370 and a low of 13,044. So we are still in this long-term channel for NQ. ES, we lost that channel. NQ, we are still holding that channel. And that channel gives me extremely good support. So unless I lose 13,000, I'm not selling here. So NQ, I'm still positive. I will only sell below 13,000. Okay. And my stop loss, like if I lose this channel area, I'm losing 78% Fibonacci. I'm losing long-term channel. I'm losing 12 EMA. I'm losing 34 EMA. So all in all, I'm losing so much. So this is going to be an extremely rigid support. A loss of 13,000, especially on the closing basis, will be really, really bad. So for now, keep an eye on this 13,000 level. Inside day is a very common candle pattern where let me just spend 1 minute here. You can Google it. It's very easy. When you have two candles prices within each other, the high here should be higher than this high. And this is like today and this is yesterday. The low should be lower than today's low. The high should be higher than today's high. The same should be applied to volume. If this happens, the break above yesterday's high or break above yesterday's low will lead into one direction. That's an inside day. Now here, as I said, I am positive. I would like to add on any decline here around 13,080, 13,090. So I will be a buyer here, buy in the dip to 13,075 to 13,100. Stop loss 13,017. 13,000, like 50 to 100 if it comes, that's a really, really good opportunity. Today low is 13,044. The 13,050 to 13,100 is a good area to enter. Stop loss is right there. And I'm keeping NQ positive because Microsoft is solid, Tesla is solid, Netflix is supporting, Meta is supporting, Amazon is supporting, Google is supporting. So if individual stocks are supporting, then why would this go down? And I'll just give you a context here. So if I go to my market watch and visualize, look at S&P 500, right? The Apple was red. The Google was flat. Okay. And I don't see Amazon now. Netflix was green. Verizon was green. Where is Amazon? That's weird. So all in all, if all these companies are providing support, how can index go down? That's the reason. So first target is 13,140, which is 12 EMA, 140. And then if we can break above it, 13,225. So it's important support, bounce from an important support. 13,070. Now, if it fails, as I said, I would only sell below this area. In this case, my stop loss will be very confined. I can keep my 13,050 as a stop loss. My targets will be 12,800 and then 12,600. I have doubts on that because 13,000 is a solid support. So that's why I am neutral to short and positive to neutral on NQ. Triple Q. Apple is likely to dump or not dump. That's something we will see. Earnings are not my good thing, so I just avoid them. NQ, triple Q. Again, if we are able to reclaim that 61.8 Fibonacci level, 318, stop loss very fine, 317 area. We can try for, again, this was a perfect evening star. Like people who are not sure, you can simply see the evening star. We are going from down to up. We make a doji, followed by a red, followed by another red. That's a good doji. So NQ positive by above 318.15. Stop loss 317. Target is 322, 327. Aikinishi. NQ is flushed. Aikinishi is a flat top on daily. Did it lose 12 EMA and 34 EMA? No, it just did a back test. So it did the back test here. It was well away. It came here. Now did the back test. If this back test holds, it's a good opportunity to go long. So QQQ back tested. It did back tested 12 EMA and 61.8% Fibonacci. Sell below 316. These levels are good. So here we have a flat top on daily and then loss of 12 EMA. Abhi, this loss of no flat up on daily. These things will happen. Okay, that's app like all the three indexes and ETF. Apple. So Apple today followed a big massive down move. Again, 167.50 was the breakout area. Today it lost that, and now it is holding below that area. Now 164 is the area which defines Ajay, Evening Star was there, and then Evening Star did its job in 2 candles. That's it. If there is a failure of 13,000, a failure of 317, then Evening Star can continue. You need to understand that when the Evening Star is built, what are the number of candles it usually completes. Let me just go back to NQ and show you. This was Evening Star. We had a massive sell-off. Usually it runs into 2 candles, but now it is coming to a very good support and it's bouncing from there. So it's kind of negating it. But it has done its job, Evening Star. Let's go to Apple now. Evening Star doesn't mean more downturn. Downturn will only happen if a specific level is lost. You need to look at the level of 13,000 on NQ. If 13,000 is lost, then in Evening Star will continue. Otherwise, it's going to hold. Okay, let's look at Apple. Apple is at 165 in the after hours. I think 166 12 EMA should provide a very good resistance. Apple is for now short. Sell on rise around 166. 167.50 is an excellent support. So I would like to see if it fills the gap. So whatever low is today, the low is 167. That should act as a very good stop loss. And we should sell below 166 or sell on rise toward 166. Target is 164. 164 is this number. And then test of 162.8. So again, Apple has earnings, so I really don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just keeping a trade. Like this, I'll not be trading Apple, just to be honest. It's in my list, so I'm covering it. Otherwise, failed to hold above 167. Now, in the morning, if Apple opens around 167, I'm not touching it. If only if like sell, I would not on rise. Sell near 166. If it comes into this zone, only then I'm selling it. Otherwise, I'm not. Airbnb has an inside day. Airbnb has two things. The 12 EMA is up above 34 EMA. The only thing which is weaker is that there's hardly any strength. If you look at the DMI, that's only like 11. The strength on the positive side is there, but like the momentum is there, but that strength is not coming. So in this case, we need to be very careful here. The loss of 117.8 is a clear direction that yes, we can go short. If we hold this, then wait for 120. If you can cross 120, it can go higher. And there are some options. open interest as well. I was looking at 124 calls and 121 puts. These are sold and these are like bought. Sorry, these are sold and these are bought. So there is a possibility it may bounce. Ajay, yeah, you cannot disturb like every single second. You can Google what sell on rise means. It's just like I lose my temper. I'm focusing on one thing, and if I try to answer these very basic questions, I just lose my focus. Sorry about that. You can Google it. It's very simple thing, sell and rise. Yes. So Airbnb is inside there. For Airbnb, I need to do two rows, one for the positive end and one for the negative end. So this is short Airbnb. Now Airbnb positive, because we need to look at the inside day 121.5 and above. If it goes above 121, then these are the possible target. It is inside day, inside week. Maybe it may not even happen this week. It may happen next week, but something will happen or Airbnb. On the short side, sell below 118, stop loss is same, and you will see 116 and 113. Now, with market sentiment, I'm going to give 40% on the travel sector because the demand is really, really high. The short opportunity is less, or buy the dip to 118. Either buy at 121 or buy the dip at 118. I would do that on Airbnb. Coin, because banks are failing, coin may provide some solace to the market, and it has went down in one direction and it's holding like 3 days as a base. And if you look at Aikishini candle, right, you will see very clearly that it's holding this base 48 area. Okay, so 48 is an extremely good stop loss for coin. 48 is the stop loss. Try to buy above, I would say 50. Target is 53.7 and 55.3. And one thing I'm just gonna mention right here. See, when you see Heikin-Nishi candles, right, you are seeing the flat top, stops. But one thing, this gives you that everything is to be short. But one thing, because now we have only 5-6 candles back to back, one thing to notice is that it's not making newer lows. So maybe tomorrow's candle will be a doji, and then we can have a green candle. But we can also have something like this. Like we have, if you look at the structure here, we have flat top, and then we started bouncing. So keep an eye. Coin could be a very good trade tomorrow. Coin Mara right. Any Bitcoin ticker you want to pick, you can pick. Boeing lost it. Like Boeing was struggling once the, I think, Spirit Arrow said that there is delay in the issues and there are supply chain issues in the industry. So Boeing is failing now, but this fail doesn't have any strength. Like there's hardly any strength on the Boeing going down, and that is a little tricky. Like you're weak but you're not enough weak to go down more. Like today in the morning, it went up, hit 206, which is a 34 EMA, and then came down all the way to 200. Now, there is a gap, 197.50. I would try a gap fill ongoing. So if there is a gap, let's target that. Let's try to sell 202.50. Either you will try to add at 197 and BA is short for me. I'm trying sell above or sell on rise, meaning if PA reaches 202, sell it or buy put options. Stop loss should be 203.75. Look for 200 and 197.5. And why we sell? We lost 12 EMA and 34 EMA both. And this was a sell below 204 as well. So lost 12, 34 EMA both. Fill the gap. I may try long at 197, but if it comes to 202, I would buy a put option right there. Caterpillar. I think Caterpillar is tomorrow's Thursday, and we have like right there a dragonfly dodgy. So it's dodgy right at a very good support, 215. I think we have a potential for Caterpillar to provide strength tomorrow to compensate or offset the banks. So 215 is my stop loss. Okay, and buy above or buy near, whatever you want to say. To buy in 216, 215, 216. Target is 218, which is 12 EMA, and then 222.50. 34 EMA. So it's first of all, it's a dragonfly dodgy. Dragonfly dodgy is a type of candle pattern which shows that yes, I am changing the trend. Okay, I'm confused. I do not want to go. If I'm at the top, I do not want to go higher. If I'm at the bottom, I do not want to go down. So that's a dodgy. Okay, so Caterpillar usually runs on Thursdays. That's my observation. And I think many people will agree it works. So it's really, really good setup for Caterpillar. Itsy had earning and it had like a dodgy. Again, it's trading at 102, 103. I really wanted to cross 105. If it does, I will trade Itsy. I do not want to jump. Like if it opens 101, 102, it's a risky trade. But yes, if you want to trade, you could trade because the momentum is finally building up on Itsy. It already moved from 93 yesterday to 105, 106 today. I really want to add above 105 to be on the safer side on Etsy. So Etsy had good numbers, buy 105, like 475. My stop loss is 103.50. Small stop loss. I'm looking forward to 107 and 109. 107.75, 109. It's an inside week. And if I look at the weekly candle, it was inside week. Yes, I think potential to 109 is really high on Etsy. Good ER results. Google is holding that 105 area. This 105.60 area, it's like holding very nicely. It's an inside day. The momentum is really solid. Hardly any negative momentum on this. The strength is there. I am looking to buy Google. Any dip in Google, if it comes, I'll be a buyer. I'll be a buyer on Google. Stop loss, I'll keep 104.50. Buy above 105.60. It's an inside day, so possibility of a breakout is there on Google. Meta. Yeah, so today was negative news, and you see right here it's making a doji on the weekly candles. So if we lose 232, that was today's low. It bounced right from there. So on the daily candle, it came right there and bounced. Now, unless and until I lose 232, I am not inclined to sell Meta. Everything is positive on Meta. Every dip is being bought on Meta. Like today, FTC had a proposition, and even then, that proposition was bought. Stock went down and then closed at a really good price. So it is a test of this good support. We had a massive gap. This gap needs to be filled. I don't know when, because there are many gaps in Facebook now. Unless they do mess up something on their earnings, I don't see, or there's some massive sell off in the market. I don't see Meta to fill up all these gaps. So keep an eye on Meta. I'll be a buyer about 242.39. Meta is neutral because there's negative sentiment going on. About 239. I'll be keeping a stop loss of 236.50. 236.50. Today it almost hit 244 area and short below 236.50 for 232.75 and the gap. So Meta is neutral for me. It needs to hit these two targets. And wow, Mr. Bala market is up 13,150. Cool. Anybody who's carrying long positions, I'm carrying long positions. I added Netflix. So let's see if it works out or not. Like, I can be happy right now, but in the morning, I don't know what's going to happen. So, Microsoft, MSFT. Microsoft is also holding this 202, 203 areas very nicely, and the gap is still there. So till the moment we are holding the 302, I think I don't mind Microsoft. It's a buy on dip. If it comes to 303, I will be a buyer. So Microsoft, I'm keeping it neutral. Stop loss is 302.7. So buy near 303.24. It's struggling at 310 area. Yes. So first target should be right here. 308. 308 and then 311.30. So Microsoft is buy on dips. I don't even know whether we'll have that 305, 306. It may open above that. Shiva, you added. Praveen, you loaded Apple. Apple may. I don't know. Apple, like the news after hours gives me like little skeptical thoughts on Apple. Uh, Palasa, what did you add? Two contracts. Yes, then you're good. Uh, Crude, I am not sure. Crude holding May contracts for Amazon, Google. You're good, Raj. You're good. Then we have MasterCard in my list. So MasterCard made an attempt, failed. Now it's coming to 373. So I'm just keeping MasterCard as neutral. It was an inverted head and shoulders. So my stop loss is very much clear. 370.7. Even today it came into that range. It almost came there and bounced. So now this is a good support. If I'm holding this again, I'll try to go long at 373. So if it opens above that area, that's fine. But 373, 374, 374. Target area is 380, 384. I'm giving it 60%. Netflix. Netflix is like holding this long-term trend line. Like there's a good consolidation in this area. And now the negative momentum is finally losing, like coming down. The positive momentum is not there at all. That's why it gets sold off very quickly. But I think if it can cross above this line, because it's a very good support. The last time we had this support, it jumped bang up from there. So similarly, we had a good support here. We are consolidating good at this price. Either we lose 315, then we can be good short on Netflix. Otherwise, I think it's time for Netflix to shine. Stop loss is 319. Again, I'm keeping it neutral. 319. Buy above 322. Target is 325. 27. 334. It's an inside week as well. Still an inside week. Nvidia. Now, Nvidia, I saw that they are reducing their prices. And one thing which I'm a little concerned about Nvidia is big doji. Big doji on a weekly candle. Right there at 278. I'm not sure what will happen to Nvidia. So I'm removing Nvidia and bringing my Amazon. But this is dodgy, so I want it to close somewhere here. So they might be very tight range for Nvidia. So I'm ignoring Nvidia for now. Amazon. Amazon did what Google did a few days back. After the earnings, it just came back and then it bounced right from this 101.60 area. Again, like these bounces do not come by surprise. They hit this area and then bounced. Now, again, where did it stuck? Right in 105.86, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci. It got stuck here. So it's a back test and failed. Now, if the market is positive tomorrow, I think it will try to make an attempt over this. So we can try a small position on Amazon with 103 as the stop or 104 as our stop loss. I want to try above 105. So either Amazon goes 103, buy above 104. Not 75. Amazon is still neutral. If we can break out this, then it fails that dodgy mode, and then it can hit for 105 and 105.80. Above 105.80, it can be really, really good. So 105.85. Then I have Snow. Snow is holding. If you see the consolidation around this 142 area is enormous. 142. If it's stuck below it, it's not able to cross it. If it is holding above it, it's doing the back testing and it's not going below it. So 142 is a great, great stop loss for Snow. So buy stop loss is 142. I'm gonna make it red to green. Buy near 144, 145. Targets are right there. Extreme consolidation. Tesla is inside day. I think Tesla will run tomorrow and maybe the biggest mover for tomorrow. Tesla is consolidating well, and I think inside day, if you can get like above 163, I'll go long on Tesla. Buy above 163.25, stop loss 161.5. Target is 165, 66, and 169.70. We might hit all these tomorrow. I'm 70% bullish on Tesla, 30% on the negative side. Guys, this is my list. I'm going to post this information. Anybody, any questions? You're positive on crude futures. Crude here, I have not checked crude in some time. Crude is making a dodgy at the bottom. So if it crosses 69, like 67, 60 is a good stop loss. If you're long, keep 67.75 as a stop loss. Chirag, Nike holding well. Nike is holding well in that range. It's holding like it's 125. It's also making inverted head and shoulders. You just need to cross 126, 127 with some strength. Yes, Raghu. What's your question in SPX? Well, let me share the Zoom link. It's easier. You can join. Yes, Raghu.
Hi, Naval. Naval, I want to share my screen.
One moment. Go ahead, share it. The cat was covered. You need to look back into the video.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. On this screen, on this, yes.
The
Yeah,
lines
I have.
are parallel, one observation. If you're drawing channel, then this is not parallel.
Sorry, this is not correct channel.
This is like you're drawing two lines. You need to draw a channel. It will have a parallel line by default.
Okay, okay, okay.
These
So
are not
currently, these
parallel.
two are not parallel. Okay. So this is the one.
Yes.
Let me delete this first.
It broke out of that channel.
It's broke out of the channel. Okay.
Yes.
So I was thinking like it went that 4192 area, 9294, and it came back twice on this area. So I thought like it is breaking down and
It's out of that channel, yes.
okay. So what does it indicate? Like it would go down, like it came twice here and going back.
I have problem with SPX charts.
Okay.
The problem is SPX, the
Uh-huh.
gaps in SPX are not the gaps in ES. Okay, so that's the one problem I have, and it gives you totally a different picture.
Yeah, because if you see in the last on this area on 162 here, it broke this channel, it came down, and here it broke and it just
It's like
on
it's
this.
holding that 34 EMA now,
Yeah,
right?
34 EMI. Yeah,
The moment it will cross above 12 EMA, it will just go higher.
go higher. Then tomorrow, like if potential if it is green, then it might broke. Then tomorrow.
Yep.
24124. Okay.
So I would recommend never use SPX. Try to build on ES and create
Okay.
SPX value from the formula. I've shared that formula.
Okay. 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 Thanks. Now one more thing, like you have created that Heikinishi flat top and bottom. No? Will you be still you are back testing that?
I have tested it. I will share it soon.
Okay. Okay.
It's not a very complicated logic.
Okay.
It's like a very simple logic. Because
Okay.
I need like at least 15, 20 minutes to explain. That's why I'm not doing it. So once
Okay.
I have some time, I will explain so that when you're using it, you exactly
Uh-huh.
know how to use it.
Okay. And like now the Nasdaq is going higher than ES. Then maybe when the pre-market opens, like maybe around early morning. So how does these other stocks along in line to NQ will go up or down based on the overnight? These bots will trigger other stocks to buy
See,
at the pre.
there's uh, components of each index. So if Nasdaq is going up,
Mm-hmm.
and if you see there are 100 stocks, now
Yeah.
out of 100 stocks, every stock contributes
Mm-hmm.
small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to visualize, you will see that under market watch. Go to market watch,
Let me.
the fifth tab,
Yeah.
go to visualize,
Yeah.
go to indices, go to Nasdaq 100.
Okay.
You will see that there are stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Nasdaq is up,
Mm-hmm.
some portion of each of them
Mm-hmm.
should be up.
Okay. 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 Maybe Microsoft, Google, or yeah. Okay.
Yes. So if they are up, then they are pushing the majority of the index up. But
Mm-hmm.
if rest of them are big red, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a weighted components.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if
Microsoft.
Microsoft Dow Jones is not a weighted component,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it's Nasdaq and S&P. So Dow Jones, if Caterpillar is down 10%,
Mm-hmm.
then it's down 10%.
Okay. Okay.
It's not weighted.
Okay. So, but now the Nasdaq is like now in the aftermarket, now it is going higher. So like this, like bots will trigger when the market, if Nasdaq is still
The
green.
bots will not trigger. Like bots
Mhm.
will only come into the picture in the real market time,
Okay.
not in the pre-market after hours.
Okay. They mean to say then Microsoft, Apple, Google, like if for pre-market, like when the market opens early morning, so then maybe market makers or others, they might buy more on Microsoft, Google on the stack since Nasdaq
Again,
is
just
going high.
get out of that mentality about market makers. Market makers' whole role is to provide liquidity in a stock.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. They do not do anything else. If you
Okay.
need an option, they will provide you an option. They will provide you at a bad price.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Their
Okay.
job is to counter. If they are selling options, they need to
Mm-hmm.
have like stocks to compensate that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing they do, and that's how they make money, by offering
Yeah.
breads which are bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Today, like at the market close, I was.
Like there's 160 million volume. How can a market maker can have 160 million stocks for my
Mm-hmm.
company? It's not possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And next question is on the Google. Now they announced that 70 billion buyback.
It will not go down. Yes.
Okay. So that 70 billion will be like now Google will own they will buy back those shares.
Yes.
Okay. And then in future, if they are selling that, then it might go down when they sell the shares.
They will not sell it.
Oh, okay. So to maintain the market capital, they will be buying back.
They just want to manage the price.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Today, like at the market close, I had a Tesla. Then I thought like let me not take a risk, and I sold it. Now it's going up. Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all. No, thank you.
Okay.
I stop share.
You can stop share. Yes, Sonu ji.
Naval Bhai ji, how are you?
I am good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Two questions, Bhai ji. One is that today in after hours we were talking about this outside gap in ES and Apple falling and the everything coming down. But I was surprised to see your analysis today. The sentiment seems to have changed in a few hours only.
I told right there that the market closed low, it will open up in green.
Yes, I remember your observation that, right.
And right now it's almost 0.5% up.
But my question is that the sentiment was so bearish with Apple down, Qualcomm and ES gapping down and
Again, I have mentioned many times, ignore pre-market or after hours. Ignore them.
okay, so let us talk about the price action during market regular trading hours. It was pretty bad after Uncle Powell spoke.
No, it was not. It was not. How many stock were red? Let's look at here. Okay. Apple, only 0.5% down. Adobe was 6% down, but it was down because of its own issues. Amazon was flat. The big companies.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just drag more.
No,
Google
I
was
believe you
flat.
when you say something, Naval, bhai, I believe you. That's fine.
Let's see now. Google was flat.
Microsoft was doing okay.
0.25%. Netflix was 0.5% up. Nvidia was down because of the earnings since morning. Meta was down 1%, and that's it. There was not significant sell-off on the tech. The significance, and if you look at the market, right, even the market didn't sold off that much.
We lost the key supports, bhai. That's what I thought, and I was carrying that mindset with me.
That's I have told multiple times to look at the levels. The levels I mentioned, and I got out at 41.10. When I mentioned I booked my short, I entered the short right here. I did not enter the short at this time when it came to 41.70. I did not. I waited. I entered the short at 41.40. Exited right at 41.10.
Okay.
And that's it.
But my point is, didn't the market lose the key support levels of?
No, it never did. It was only in the after hours. It never matters.
4118, I think you had told us, and
it closed right there where the market right now is.
It closed at this level, which was lower than 4118.
It's 4 point. If you just take out 4 points somewhere, it closed at 4108.
Yes, and that is lower than 4118, which was the key support level, right?
It was not 4118. It was 4111. This is 411 right there.
Oh, 34. Okay. Okay, I get it. Maybe then I was.
And I specifically kept on mentioning that it's my observation, do not carry shorts.
Not carrying shorts. That's fine. I just had. And secondly, just can you please look at AMD and NVIDIA? AMD seems very weak, and I wanted your.
AMD, it's like it needs to consolidate more. It will it will remain in a range. It has really bad numbers. Qualcomm had bad numbers, so I really don't know what will happen with NVIDIA. That's why I did not cover them.
AMD, you expect further downside on AMD?
Consolidation. Good consolidation.
Around 80 level, right?
Maybe 76, 80.
Oh, even 76. Okay.
Don't try to buy them. Don't try to be smart. Don't try to buy them.
Okay, that's fine. So it can go to 76.
I can see your Kira coming to buy them, and then you will regret. Yeah, I buy and I'm in loss. Don't do that. Buy Google. Buy stock which are strong. Do not buy stocks which are weak. Never do that.
Oh, Bhaiji, I had shorted AMD, so I was wondering when to cover it. That is all my question.
Just trail them. Trail with a $2 stop loss. Trail them.
Okay. I need to how to do trailing stop loss. I need to do. Okay.
It's very simple. Just go into your broker. There's an option called trail.
Think or swim only. It's think or swim only. I just
didn't. Let me just show you.
Okay, thank you.
Go to trade. I'm just giving an example here. Clear. Okay, for example, there's a limit order. There's a trail stop.
Okay.
Just choose this.
And then
put 10 cents. This is 10 cents trail price. Just make it $1 if you have stocks.
I have stocks, right?
Just make $1 plus $1. That's it.
So it will trail from the current price?
From the price, it will open in the market.
Okay, if it drops by 1, it will exit.
Yes.
Okay, that is fairly simple. Okay, thank you.
All right. Yes, Shrikant. You can speak. You can speak. I've unmuted you. No. So VJ is asking for serum. So guys, this is last serum and I'm going to sleep now. Serum, I think if it can test 191, it's close nearby. 191 should be a good, extremely good support on CRM VJ. It has not tested 34 EMA since 139. So no, it did at 160. So try stop loss of 191. Yes, Shrikant. I have unmuted you. You have to speak. Yes, Raj.
Hi. So I have a quick question about this Thinkorswim. Like, can you run like multiple instances of it together at the same time?
Like I have multiple instances on 2 laptops running at the same time.
Okay, because I see that you're using the charting and also you're using the market, like all the stocks in one list.
That's Excel sheet.
No, you also have that market watch.
It's within this only.
Right. But I guess you want both of them to be on the same time on two different screens.
See, I don't use laptop in my work hours. I use phone. That's why I prepare this Excel sheet so that I do not have to look into the data real time.
Okay. So you don't. Okay, sounds good. Nah, yeah. No, actually, I use multiple screens, but then I really wanted to have.
I get tired of that data because looking at data, it's like so much processing in the mind. It exhausts me. So I just avoid it.
Understood. Thanks.
No problems. I'm speaking, but you. Okay, you can post your question in Telegram. That's fine. I'm not able to hear you. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.